Can you hear me now? Okay. Can you hear me now? Talking? It's on a bit of a delay, so I'm not sure whether I can or not. Let's go back. Do some more unmuting. I had a horrible hissing sound, so I kind of muted stuff. You can hear me now? Yes. Oh, cool. Good. Wish I could see you all. Okay, that was a bad start, wasn't it? So let me start again. So welcome to day 2. Just showing how totally dippy I am with technology. There was this hissing sound, so I muted the mic thinking that I was muting the feedback, but I obviously just muted everything. So I really shouldn't be in control of technology, but it's the only way of sharing what I have to share with you, and the angels want me to share it, so here I am doing the best I can. So yes, yesterday we were talking about filling with pure peace and stillness, and I think actually after that we'll start with filling with pure peace and stillness. So just take a deep breath, let go of everything you don't want, all the negativity, all the stress, all the technology messing up, everything that you don't want to be feeling. Let it go, and allow your mind to fill with pure peace and stillness. Filling your mind with pure peace and stillness. Filling and flowing pure peace and stillness through your mind. And really feeling the stillness. No thoughts, nothing, just stillness. And letting pure love gently fill, flow and expand through your heart. Feeling your heart fill, flow and expand with pure love. And sending that pure love out to the world, an outstanding rock. I'm sending pure peace and stillness to everybody listening now. Sending pure love to everyone listening. And sending pure peace and stillness out to you all, an outstanding rock, and out to the whole world. Filling our souls with pure light and truth. Feeling the expansion in our souls, which is the stomach and the abdomen area. Feeling our souls gently fill, flow and expand with pure light and truth. Sending pure light and truth out to you all, and sending it out to the world. And all those who are in charge making decisions, sending them lots of pure and divine light and truth, and asking for pure and divine justice to be done. Okay, so I'm feeling calmer now after the little upset at the start with no sound, and thank you Kimber, Joanne and Kay for letting me know there's no sound and there is sound now, so that's really good. Yes, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, then I'm talking more about pure peace and stillness and the importance of it, how to do it in more detail, and floating and explaining how to float, and we're going to do more of that today. But the main topic today is going to be fear, and how we can release, disconnect from fear for us, for groups of energy, and you know, whole communities, areas, countries of energy. There's all these grids and matrices of fear, and being connecting to them is very destructive for our own energy and for the whole world energy. So, you know, there's so much going on in the world now. We have this issue going on with Standing Rock, which is a really important one, because it's basically about freedom for Americans to be able to just speak and express what they're feeling without being attacked by, you know, their own country, government officials, security, whatever names you want to call them. And you know, that's really important, that people can have freedom of speech without being attacked, because without that, then the country is becoming a dictatorship, and what happens in America kind of flows out to other places. So we don't want the world to become a whole world dictatorship. So this is you know, why we all need to join together, join forces to really change the energy at Standing Rock. So what I've noticed is, when I've been watching live feeds, it's easy to feel fear. You know, when you're seeing people being attacked, it's not nice. Most people doing energy work are very empathic, so they're really feeling the fear quite deeply, and then that is lowering their vibration, and then they're less able to help in their full power, because they're feeling the fear. So we need to you know, everybody says look after your own energy first, and it's very true. And it's you know, the midwife always said when she was teaching us preparing for giving birth, look after yourself, feed yourself first, feed your baby afterwards, because if you don't look after yourself, then you're not fit and healthy to feed your baby. And it's the same what they say in an airplane when the air masks come down, that you need to put on yours first, because then you're safe to help other people. And it's very much with the whole of our energy. We need to look after our energy and have our energy in a high vibration, the highest vibration we can be in, so then we can give and flow to other people from a high vibration and from a place of feeling safe. So first of all, we need to work on our own energy. So there's different ways to work with energy. For those who are new with it, I'll just do a quick overview. So we have filling. That's what I was doing a minute ago. Filling with peace and stillness, and filling with pure love, and filling with light and truth. So filling is basically filling. So if you had a vacuum, then you'd be filling it with that energy, and then the area inside would be full of whatever energy you're putting in it. So if you were filling it with pure love, it would then be a pure love energy or pure light. If you have an area that is filled with fear, and we don't want it to be fear, then we can saying it's been interrupted, so I'm not sure if you can still hear me. Oh, back again. So yeah, if we have an area that's filled with fear, then we can fill it with something else, but then it's kind of like the new energy coming in, say the love or light, is then pushing the fear out, and that is one way of doing it. Or we can tell the fear to get out and make space for pure love to go in, pure love and light to go in. And telling the fear to get out, that's called releasing in terms of energy. So we're releasing the fear from the space, telling it to go, and filling it. Then we have disconnecting, and disconnecting is where we have big groups of stored fear and grids and matrices. So for example, what is going on at Standing Rock, when a lot of people are watching live feed and they're all seeing the violence, then you have this group fear of people being worried about what is going to happen, and we need to disconnect from that fear, and then, you know, work on disconnecting the whole grid, the whole group fear, so other people aren't feeling it as well. So that's some of the work that we're going to do now, because it's really important that we do this to help and support the veterans and everybody at Standing Rock who are being so brave to stand up to protect water, the Indigenous people, their rights, and of course personal freedom for us all. So oh, I've got a message from Abigail saying, hi Michelle, just tuned in, so much fiery energies around me, looking to fill it with pure love and light. Oh, fiery energies. I wonder if that was when my screen kind of blanks for a minute, but sending pure love and light and releasing all fiery energies around you, Abigail. Yeah, there you go. So let's work on floating all the fear that we are feeling as individuals, first of all. So to just a reminder for floating, we're imagining that our energy is going upwards. So if you you can imagine you're inside a helium balloon, you can imagine that there's helium balloons around you, like a grid, four helium balloons, and you're kind of in a net in between these 4 helium balloons, and they're lifting. Or you can just say floating and just imagine yourself lifting, whatever works best for you. So we're going to float ourselves and all fear energy that we have in us. So floating all fear, floating, floating, floating. So I was feeling quite light, but I might have only been feeling my own energy there. So I'm going to float all fear energy of everybody who's watching now and in the future. So floating all your fear energy. Floating. Yeah, that's not floating. So what we need to do as a group, we need to imagine that there's this big net that's going underneath all of us and all of this fear energy, and then we've got the helium balloons in the corners that are going to float it, and the angels are up above and they're lifting us up as well. And these helium balloons can be the size of suns. They're massive helium balloons, so really going to lift us. So when I say floating, I want you to all imagine that this is all lifting up, and all the fear is lifting out of us, and as it lifts out, it's going to be purified by pure and divine energies. So let's go again. Floating all fear energy. So floating. That's so much better. Floating. Floating. So much better. Great. Okay, so we're going to do the same, but this time we're going to do it for the whole of Standing Rock and everything that is happening at Standing Rock and everything that is being planned for the 4th and 5th and beyond. So again, everybody imagine there's this net that's going to lift the whole of Standing Rock, all the fear energy in, surrounding and connecting to everything that is going on and that is going to go on at Standing Rock. So floating again, floating. Good. Floating. Floating. Okay, and as you can see from my head, it's lifting as I say floating. That's the energies, feeling the energies lift and rise and going up. So that's really good. Now I'm pretty sure there's going to be some grids there, and I'm pretty sure that everybody will have some fear stored in them. So let's release all fear from everybody in this group that we're talking about. So everybody watching now and in the future, and everybody at Standing Rock and connecting to Standing Rock, and also all the people around the world who are sending good intentions to Standing Rock but aren't necessarily going to see this call. There's a lot of people who are doing energy work and prayers. So let's include everybody who's sending good energy to Standing Rock, everybody who's already there. And let's call upon all pure divine energies to release all energies of fear direct to source now. So there's quite a few layers there. You can see my head shaking forwards and backwards, well, side to side rather. And that's the layers of fear. And I can sense and feel that there is a lot more there than what is being released. So let's work on the grid of fear. So everybody who's connected to a grid of fear, let's call it a Standing Rock grid of fear, just because that's kind of what it is. So calling all pure and divine energies through all universes to disconnect everybody connecting to the Standing Rock grid of fear, to disconnect them from it now, and to disconnect it from now, sending to source. So that was some really sharp head flicks, and that means the energy works more powerful. There's more energy shifting because it was sharper and there's more energy leaving. I don't know how else to say it. I'm feeling something. There's processing going on. So let's repeat that. And there was something I wanted to do afterwards, and I can't remember what it was, and I was getting, no, don't do it afterwards, do this bit first, because if we do too much in one go, it's overwhelming. So let's call upon all pure and divine energies from all universes to disconnect everybody from the Standing Rock grid of fear now, disconnecting all those energies direct to source. And filling the whole grid with pure love, light, truth, justice, and twin flame love. a bit lightheaded there. And as you can see, there's again sharp head flicks, a lot of energy shifting, which you would expect if you're disconnecting a grid. And if you want to help the energy out, then just keep thinking and saying floating as I'm doing it. And the more you float yourself and float the whole energy of the group, then the more energy is going to release. So yeah, if you just keep thinking and feeling floating, imagine yourself going up and going lighter, that's going to help. So yeah, so disconnecting yourself and disconnecting everybody from grid is pretty major. To then want to kind of like dismantle and say, okay, that's a bad grid, we don't want that grid, then that's even more major. And to do that, we need to use lots of pure and divine energies. And thank you, Isha. She goes, oh, your cute face. I've forgotten what I was saying now. We need to add in pure and divine energy. So if you will have noticed, or if you watch it again, that energies were releasing when I was filling with pure love, light, truth and justice. And then when I did the twin flame love, then even more left. And this is because twin flame love it's really, really powerful. I mean, people talk about the power of love and all we need is love, and love is very, very powerful, and twin flame love is the most powerful of all of the loves. But we need truth as well, because without truth, people don't know what's going on, and when people don't know what's going on, then no action is being taken and is being done. So we need the combination of pure love, pure light and pure truth, and those three are very, very powerful. And when we make that love twin flame love, or we add in twin flame love, then we have a really, really powerful combination. So let's repeat all of that, and now you're more aware and you know what to look out for, and how to be part of it. So keep yourself floating, keep the whole group floating. Imagine that those balloons are going higher and higher and higher as we do it. And so yeah, so calling on all pure and divine energies through all universes to float us, float the whole Standing Rock fear grid, filling, flowing and expanding the whole grid with pure love, light, truth, justice and twin flame love. And disconnecting everybody from this grid now, sending all energies released direct to source. And disconnecting the whole grid, just melting and dissolving the whole grid with pure love, light, truth and justice now. And twin flame love. So again, you can see there's lots of energies leaving. There was energies leaving throughout, and then there was even more when I did the twin flame love. And that's just to let you all know how powerful that energy is. And everybody starts doing this energy work, doing what I'm sharing with you, and using twin flame love and pure love, light, truth and justice. It's going to make a huge difference to the vibration of the world. And as people become more and more aware of all the things that are going on in the world, it's easy to feel helpless and hopeless and think, oh my goodness, you know, everything at the top is corrupt, so what hope is there for us? And this is why we need to have the energy work to support us, to know it's not helpless and hopeless, but the energy work does really make a difference. And you know, so many times when I've done energy work on things, and then you'll notice afterwards, read afterwards, get comments back afterwards, that things have changed, things have shifted, whether it's on a personal level or a group level, or you know, whatever we're working on, it really does make a big difference. So that's disconnecting from fear and how we do it. If anybody has got any comments or questions on that, if there's something in my dippiness that I haven't made very clear, then please do ask. Hi Jacqueline, thank you for your comments. So this energy work works for anything, for any issue. It works for your own personal fears, it works for fears to do with the election result. People are still in fear over that. There's lots of information that's coming to light about paedophilia rings, and obviously that is very upsetting. So wherever people in fear about that, then you can use it. You can replace fear with any emotion, and the whole principle is exactly the same. So we could replace fear with trauma, and it would work exactly the same. And I think actually that maybe we might work on trauma tomorrow, because I think there is a lot of trauma at Standing Rock, and you know, there have been a lot of injuries, and trauma gets stored and saved the same as the fear does. So we'll work on that tomorrow. I after yesterday's call, I was thinking I should really have done healing on the people who've been injured, and particularly on Sophie, who had her arm so very, very badly injured by the grenade. So if we can all send pure love and light and healing to Sophie now, so she can have healing for her arm. Sending pure love, light and healing to Sophie and her arm. Asking all pure and divine energies to all universes and the angels to send healing to Sophie and her arm now. And again, my head shook, because that's showing that the dark negative energies that have caused the injury or are stopping healing are releasing and going. So that's really good. Let's send, actually, I just want to mention before we carry on, some of you might like to use your third eye. And on a call that I was doing last month or earlier this month, we were doing some really powerful energy healing work, and we started using our third eye. And people said they could really feel their third eye opening and using their third eye. So I just want to say that everybody can use their third eye, whether you think you can or not, whether you can feel it working or not. It is working, and all you have to do, it's an intention, is just ask your third eye to open. And as your third eye open, you are sending pure and divine energies, healing energies, powerful energies to whatever issue we are working on. So let me ask for all of your third eyes to be divinely opened now, to channel pure and divine energies. So filling and flowing pure and divine energies through your third eyes now, and opening it, and on all these issues that we work on, sending pure and divine energies through your third eye to these issues, and also flowing pure and divine energies through me as a divine channel to these issues to heal them. So everywhere where people have been injured by rubber bullets, sending pure love and light and healing, and third eye energy and healing. Sending healing, pure love and light to all injuries from rubber bullets. Sending pure love and light and third eye healing for all injuries from the water hoses and hypothermia and any skin damage done from the water hoses. Sending pure love, light, healing now. And sending pure love and light healing, third eye healing to all people who have injuries from all the tear gas and the chemicals that I've sprayed on people. So healing for their faces, their eyes, and everywhere where they've been in contact with these chemicals. Sending healing now. And again, you can see my head shaking, and that's lots of energies releasing and going, and it'll be the stored chemicals are releasing and going, the evil intention to hurt and harm that's leaving and going. So everything that is not pure is being asked to leave and go as we send the healing energies. So sending pure love and light and third eye healing energies to all injuries done. My mind's just totally blanked now, which happens when I'm in high energies. To all other injuries that have been done at Standing Rock. The spraying from overhead by aeroplanes, sending pure love, light, third eye healing for that. The sound cannons, that was it. Sending pure love and light and third eye healing for any damage that has been done to people's ears from the sound cannons. And again, lots of energies shifting and releasing and going, because, you know, that was very evil intention to do that, to intentionally damage people's hearing, so that's not good. So let's clear all energies to source. It's basically saying we don't want to be sitting in you know, a cloud of these energies. We don't want anybody else sitting in a cloud of these energies. So we're asking the energies to literally go off the planet and go to a safe place where they're going to be purified by pure love and light, so that, you know, they cannot harm or hurt anyone else. And, you know, being a divine channel, then, you know, I'm channeling energies off Earth to do this. So that's part of what channeling is, you know, bringing the pure love and light and all the pure and divine energies in from outside of Earth into Earth, and directing it to the people who need it, and then directing the dark and nasty energies off Earth. So that's kind of an overview of what channeling is. I keep forgetting that no one's done anything, so that's okay. So yes, so that's fear and how we can deal with fear. The other thing that I just would like to talk about is when you're watching anything, whether it's live feeds from Standing Rock or anything else, you know, if there's like protests going on about the election, or, you know, war, there's still war going on in Syria, and that's really so awful to see some of those pictures. If you're watching anything that is upsetting you and bringing up fear, then you can channel instead of watching. So when we're watching, we're kind of like open to receiving what we're seeing, and that can be upsetting and allows us to take on fear and upset and negative energies. So when we choose to channel, instead of receiving the energies of what we're seeing, we're sending pure and divine energies out to what we're seeing, and that obviously is a huge difference. So if you imagine, you know, some of these live feeds for Standing Rock, they've got thousands of people watching. You imagine if all of those thousands of people were channeling pure love and light instead of just watching. That's going to make a huge difference to the energy and the vibration that is being sent to Standing Rock. So, you know, to channel, again, you can ask for your third eye to open and for pure love and light to flow through your third eye. You can just set the intention that whatever you see with your physical eyes sends pure love and light to, and that's just a way of channeling. So, you know, if we channel energies now, if we would just all channel energies to each other, so flowing and channeling pure love and light energies to everybody listening now and listening on the replay. I always forget to look at camera. So I'm setting intention now that I'm looking at the camera, and through my eyes, my physical eyes and my third eye, I'm channeling pure love, light, peace, joy, truth, wisdom to all of you, sending pure justice to Standing Rock, sending all of those energies to everybody at Standing Rock, and filling and flowing with twin flame love, and asking for the power of twin flame love with pure love, light, truth and justice to change everything that is going on, and to bring peace, an amazing shift at Standing Rock, and an amazing shift in the whole world. So that's our intentions, so sending pure love and light and all pure and divine energies to you and at Standing Rock now. And then we've hit a load of energies releasing. So and I can feel it releasing in my head. And if you feel releasing in your head, then you can say sending source, and you can say float clear, and that will clear the energies away. So if we just do sending all energies to source now, and float clear, all energies releasing, float clear, float clear, float clear. I can feel my head going to flick before it happens. So that's why you might see me smile before my head flicks, because it's like, here it goes, it's going to go. So yes, great. Thank you all for being here. Please do practice the information. As I said yesterday, it's all a skill. You know, everybody can do this to different varying degrees, and the more we practice something, I've just been given an example of singing, and I'm thinking, well, maybe that's not quite true, because it doesn't seem to matter how much I sing, I still sound awful. But I'm sure if I had a really good teacher, maybe it might be different. But usually the more we practice something, the better we get at it. So you know, do keep practicing, and the more you do it, the more you'll feel the energies channeling. You'll feel, you know, as my head flicks, you'll feel energy moving and shifting as well. And you know, this is changing the vibration of the world. This is raising the vibration of the world. So, you know, please do this energy work every day. You know, watch the video again, do it on your own. Tell friends about it. They'll probably think you're crazy to start off with, but you know, it's worth being considered to be a little bit crazy just to make the world a better place. And it does make a huge difference. So thank you all for watching, and tomorrow is going to be trauma, so we're going to be working on trauma tomorrow. So I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow, and hopefully after the glitch at the beginning with the sound, there'll be no glitches at the end with turning it off, which I had yesterday. So I'm going to change screens now and hopefully turn off without any glitches. So bye, and see you tomorrow.